I've got a fantastic new tarot deck to share with you today, as well as a giveaway. So if you'd like the chance to get a copy of a top quality, super fun new indie tarot deck, stick around because this may be the deck that you've been waiting for. Hi there, I'm Lisa from Mythical Witchery. Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. On the 1st of July, which happened to be Canada Day, which delights me, Mustafa from Baroque Publishing launched a new deck, the Everyday Hero Tarot. Less than 24 hours after launch, it was over 400% funded, and by the end of the campaign, it had 842 backers. 4 months later, I have it in my hands, and I can't wait to dig in and share it with you. As well as the copy I backed, when they fulfilled the project, Mustafa sent me an extra copy of the deck. So at the end of this video, I'll be sharing details on how you could win my extra unopened copy of the deck. Just a quick word here, although I was sent a free extra copy, I backed and paid for my copy myself. And the thoughts and opinions that I share here with you today, in fact on every video, are my own unfiltered, unbiased opinions. Baroque Publishing is one of my favorite indie deck publishers. They're the creators of the Baroque Tarot, the Naked Truth Tarot, and the Chibi Tarot, all of which I've done walkthroughs of on my channel. They also created the Lady Pirates Tarot, which I'll be doing a walkthrough of very soon, so stay tuned. Their decks are always top quality. I love them. They're printed on 330 GSM black core casino grade stock with a linen finish that makes shuffling an absolute dream. I'll be sharing links in the description box of this video, so if you'd like to order a copy of this or check out their other decks, the information will be easy to find. So let's open this up and have a look. I'm so excited, I can't stand it. Okay, so this is the box. It's really pretty. And it says it's created by Sarah, who I'm assuming is one of the people that works for them, and illustrated by Ms. Lynn Art. Their decks, this is not an AI deck. I want to say that right up front. This is all created by hand. So it says, may this deck bring you years of fun readings, Mustafa. And then we've got the guidebook on top. That's the inside. And oh my God, look at this edging. Sort of a pink, almost purple edging. That's really pretty. Okay, these are the backs. Oh, they're gorgeous. I love that color. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Wow. Okay, before we look at the cards, quick look at the guidebook here. I may be referring to the guidebook frequently through this video, and this is probably going to be a long one. So if you don't want to watch the entire thing or it's going a little too slowly for you, go ahead and put double speed on or whatever you need to do. There are 125 full pages in the guidebook, and it gives it the name of, okay, it looks like every card has a name, and then it gives a description of the card, keywords upright and reversed, and meanings upright and reversed. Let's see if there's any spread. There's spreads. Nice. Okay, so there's a 5-card spread, which they call the Everyday Hero's Path spread. There's a 4-card spread, the Work-Life Balance spread. Oh, nice. And a 3-card Heart of the Matter spread. So that looks really great. Okay, so that is the guidebook. Now let's have a look at these cards. These are standard tarot size. As I said earlier, these are printed on 330 GSM black core stock, and they've got a nice matte linen finish. It's quite a subtle linen finish. I've seen some linen finishes that were really, I mean, it was obvious when you looked at it that it was linen, but this isn't quite as obvious to the naked eye. I can, yeah, if I look carefully, I can make it out. You can probably see it actually a bit better in the camera than I can here. So let me just zoom in nice and close so we can see these cards, dig into this guidebook, and have a really close look at this deck. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Oh my God, I can't wait. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So we've got the Fool, and she's riding a bike. It looks like she's a delivery. Oh, yeah. She's got a little thing on her back. It says delivery. She's got her little dog, little butterfly up here. Love this. Heading off some steps. And let's dig in and see what the guidebook says. So the Fool is the delivery cyclist. The Fool represents new beginnings, adventures, the potentials of untapped possibilities. I'm not going to read through the meanings of every single card because, I mean, let's face it, we know the meanings of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and it does have the guidebook. So if you get this deck, you will have that. But I will give you the names of each of these cards as we do it. So I'm going to keep the guidebook available here. But I really love that. Looks like it's just early. I'm going to guess it's early evening here. Although I guess it could be early morning as well. But those drivers, man, they work hard. They really do. Okay, the Magician is the chef. And again, the Magician represents skill, manifestation, and resourcefulness. The High Priestess is the Librarian. This is really great. What's fun about this deck is, you know, everyday heroes, people in everyday life that you would see if you got out of bed and got yourself out the door. All the people that you would meet throughout the day, including yourself, are everyday heroes. And that's what this deck is about. This is really fun. The Empress. Oh. And for the Empress, we've got the Midwife. The Emperor, we've got the Construction Foreman. Love that. Gosh, I love the edging on this. I can see it from the angle I'm at. It's so pretty. The Hierophant, this is the Teacher. That is definitely an everyday hero. The Lovers. And this is the Counselor. That's appropriate. I like that. The Chariot, the Bus Driver. Love that. Strength. And that looks like a nurse, of course. Or a healthcare worker. It's labeled as a healthcare worker. So it could be nurse, could be a doctor, could be someone else who works in healthcare. Hello, Oracle. So for the Hermit, we've got the Night Watchman. We'll just give her a second here to have a look and decide to get out of the way. Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Triage Doctor. Come on. No, don't stand on those. Come here. Oh, you're determined to make a mess, aren't you? Come on. Okay. Jeez. Oh, okay, let's reposition this. She is going to stick around. She says she wants to stay and watch. So we've got the triage doctor. So yeah, that actually makes sense. I like that. Okay, we're going to have a cuddle and I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We had a cuddle and of course she decided that she didn't want to cuddle. So off she went. So I guess that works out. So for justice, we've got the judge, the hangman. Oh, that's cool. I love that. The window washer. Oh, death. Hospice worker. Temperance. We have the pharmacist. That is perfect. They are trained to be able to prepare things, and I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I actually don't have a clue. I know I've had pharmacists make up creams and stuff for me in the past, so they do have training in that kind of thing. So yeah, that works really well. The devil. Payday loans. Yes. Yes. Predatory lender. That is very apropos. The tower, we've got firefighters. The star. Those are a bit slippery. City workers. This card captures the essence of rejuvenation, spiritual nourishment, and interconnectedness of conscious intent. The moon, we got a taxi driver. The sun, child on a tractor. Judgment, emergency dispatcher. And that makes a lot of sense because those dispatchers need to be able to assess the situation and determine, what kind of emergency response is needed. That's really good. The world, this looks like air traffic controller. Yeah, that's really good. I like that. Okay, moving into the wands. And with the ace, of course, we've got the hammer. Two of wands is an EMT. Three of wands, logistics manager. I love that. I don't know if you've noticed this, but the names of the cards are printed in a foil, like a metallic kind of foil. I don't know if the picture, you might see how it's reflective. That's really cool. Okay, so Four of Wands says pandemic over. Yeah, that was something to celebrate. Definitely. Definitely. Well, obviously not, COVID's not gone, but the pandemic is no longer a daily looming presence in our lives. Definitely something to celebrate. Five of Wands, brainstorming session. Six of Wands is a celebrated teacher. Seven of Wands is a spokesperson. That works really well for me. I think often a spokesperson must feel like they're in a position where they're needing to defend their company or perhaps the actions of their company to speak for. So, in that position of feeling possibly defensive. So that's really good. I like that. Well done. 8 of Wands, we've got a bike messenger. 9 of Wands, a nurse. 10 of Wands, a delivery person. Must feel that way sometimes. I used to get a lot more Amazon deliveries, and I swear sometimes my drivers must have felt a little bit like that. I'm sure some of you can relate. Page of Wands. And this is the apprentice. That's really good. Knight of Wands is a paramedic. Queen of Wands, a hairstylist. King of Wands, a fire captain. Moving into the cups, this is a hospital. Definitely a lot of emotional stuff goes on when you're in a hospital. 2 of Cups, a comforting colleague. 3 of Cups, baristas. 4 of Cups, librarian. Oh, I'm not sure all librarians feel that way, but I'm sure sometimes they do. 5 of Cups. Got a nurse again. Yeah. I can't imagine doing that job with all of its ups and downs and highs and lows. 6 of Cups. Oh, looks like a janitor. Yeah, janitor and child. 7 of Cups. This is a vision board. 8 of Cups. A program graduate. Okay, so this is good. So obviously this is someone who's dealing with or has dealt with an addiction to something and has reached the final step, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess there could be all kinds of interpretations for that. 9 of Cups, we've got a baker. 10 of Cups is a family and they're at the laundromat. Page of Cups, it's a young artist. Knight of Cups, an activist. Queen of Cups, a veterinarian. King of Cups, a sea captain. I'm moving into the swords with the ace being represented by a fountain pen. The 2 of Swords, represented by a mediator. Three of Swords, a social worker. That must be a really difficult job. Really difficult. Four of Swords. You can tell with as slippery as they are that they're going to shuffle beautifully. Dentist appointment. Five of Swords, office conflict. Six of Swords, a flight attendant and passengers. Seven, corporate espionage. Eight, call center worker. Nine, a tech worker. Oh, yeah, I get that. I get that. The 10 of Swords, and this is a logistics worker. The Page is a journalist. Knight, a pilot. Queen is a city planner. The King is a judge. Moving into the suit of coins or pentacles, with the ace being your first paycheck. Two is a grocer. Three of coins, solar panel installers. The four, a frugal worker. Five, parent and child. Six, a soup kitchen volunteer. Seven is a farmer. Eight is a seamstress. Nine is a freelancer. 10, multi-generational family. The Page is a student. The Knight is a delivery driver. The Queen is a caregiver. And the King, a seasoned businessman. Oh, and then, of course, there's the QR codes for the companion book and the tarot booklet. So the companion book probably goes into a lot more detail. Be interesting to check that out later. All right, so let's have a quick shuffle and a little bit of a chat, and then we'll talk about how you can win a copy of this deck. Okay, let's give this a shuffle. I always love shuffling Baroque Publishing decks because they're just such beautiful quality. Oh, I see an oracle. An oracle fluff. These two, Oracle and Oreo, they shed so much. I've never had cats that shed like this. Of course, my little jelly bean hardly shed at all with this tight little curls. That's a lovely shuffle. And it's really, I love the color. I love that. Okay, let's see how they fan out. Not bad. Not a bad fan. Maybe a little clumping there. No, no, not really. Looks really good. Well, whether or not you are interested in entering to get a free copy of this deck, I'd really love to hear your thoughts and comments. So pop them down below. As always, I do read and respond to absolutely everything. I love this deck. I think it's really fun. It's just everyday people doing everyday things, just living their lives like we all do. So it's time for the giveaway. If you love this deck and you want a chance to win, all you need to do is like this video. Sharing it is optional, but it is really helpful to me. So if you don't mind sharing it, that would be awesome too. And comment below telling me what you loved about this deck and what country you live in. And I'll put the names into an online random generator to determine the winner. And once I do, hello again, Oracle. Once I do, I'll reply to your comment asking you to email me your shipping details, and I will cover the cost of shipping. So, like, comment, and share. And sharing is optional for a chance to win a copy of this really fun deck, the Everyday Hero Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today for this walkthrough and first impressions look at the Everyday Hero Tarot. And like I said, actually have several other decks that I need to review over the next couple of weeks, so I will be doing that. Coming up is a full walkthrough of the Lady Pirates Tarot, so that's something to look forward to. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time, may love and laughter light your days. Bye for now.